So in this video, I went back to the wilderness country to look for elk sheds and predator hunt bears, wolves, and lions. I had a lot of fun while I was back there. Really enjoyed every minute of it. I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, well, camp's all set up. Got the tent set and everything. It took me a lot longer to find a place where I could actually camp than what I had hoped. Because, I needed to find some water. Because to keep my pack light, I just have a filter cup and like a plastic water bottle in there. So I was just trying to really keep that weight down. So, got to be right on water. And also, all my food is MREs and such. So you really got to have water for all that. So yeah. It's now like noon. So I'm getting stuff set up to go ahead and have some lunch. I got the backcountry bison bowl. Should be pretty good. It's by Peak. It's got potatoes, beans, bison, ground bison in there, and some biscuits. So yeah. So I'd originally hoped to be shed hunting by about 9 or so, 9 or 10, but we're not going to be out there until like after 1 or so, or like right at 1. Just as long as we get out there. And I'm honestly having so much fun. I would be okay if I didn't find antlers. I'd prefer to find some antlers or shoot something. But this is just quite the adventure in and of itself. Never slept on the side of a cliff before, so. Now we got fire. I got like this little frying pan that goes with my setup. I always just use it as a lid. Help keep that heat in there. So yeah, here's my little cooking setup. Got that rock to try to protect it some. And then my food with the biscuits in there and everything. And yeah, home sweet home. It's a cool place. Awesome day to be out here too, and the weather's supposed to just keep staying nice. I'm gonna go down to the spring and get a little more water and get my food and everything. I'll probably set up the spotter, start glassing from right here, and then we're gonna hike around this point right here in front of us. There were some bones I seen over there earlier. We're gonna go check those out. And yeah, see what we can find. Well, there was a couple times when I was walking in, coming up the trail, I thought I saw boot prints, rained out boot prints, but I couldn't ever be sure of it. So I just figured it was probably just an elk track or whatever that had just been deformed by the rain. I found a definite boot track just down the hill from here. Had some rain in it, so looks like somebody might have beat me in here, but I'm still going to try my best. Might be 1 or 2 they missed. And I'm still having fun. I'm just a little bit down, but I'm still having fun. So we're going to see what we can do. We're set up in a real good spot to do some glassing, and I'm gonna get behind the spotter and do just that. See what we can find. Well, I dropped way down into a draw because I seen there was an opening on the other side. I seen a bunch of elk in it. So I dropped down into here and I could smell elk, and I start looking. Sure enough, I had 2 bulls in front of me. You could see like their bases or pinnacles, whatever you call those. You could see them. They've been starting to grow velvet around them, but there was still like a big, like grayish spot right there in the middle. It was really cool to see, and like they weren't scared of me either. Like I was walking right past them, like 40 yards. It was pretty cool. I thought about pulling out the camera, but I was like, the moment I do, they're gonna run away. So I never pulled out the camera, but they just stood there. So I know there's elk antlers in here somewhere. And yeah, so I've been kind of just trompsing around. I'm just sitting here for the moment, getting a drink because I walked way down the hill and left my pack here. But I think we're going to run up this trail. It looked really good back behind me here. So we're going to run up this trail. I don't know if I quite want to cross to that other side, because I mean this is quite the steep and deep little gully in between us. But there's lots of sign on this side, so I might just continue to cruise this timber up through here. Keep thinking, at the very least, I'm like, I should pick up a deer shed in here, because it looks perfect, but looks ain't everything. Still, them bulls, they've got to have, their antlers have got to be pretty close. But yeah, so we're going to continue to check all this, and it's 2:25 right now. It doesn't get dark until like 7:30. So I figured just be sure that I'm back at my camp. Probably, I guess I should be back at my camp by 7, definitely. 7 at the latest. But that still gives me a lot of time to check stuff, so I'm going to see what we can do. Hopefully we can turn one up. They got to be in here. And then I keep seeing wolf poop all over. So I know them dogs are in here. I wouldn't mind whacking one of them. It'd be pretty cool. I've never actually killed a wolf before. I've gotten close, but never got one. Heck, I'd probably rather shoot that than a bear or a lion. Yeah, I mean, I've shot a bear and a lion. A wolf would be cool. But who knows? Alright, I guess I'll finish drinking my water and take off up the hill. Okay, so I started hiking back up the ridge, and I came to this bedding area. There's a bed right here we're standing in, and there's a few more up this ridge. So I came down, seen those elk, and I cut across that way. And so when I came up, I came walking up, I saw this bed, and I looked down into there. There's an old elk shed right there. Looks decent size, and I will pack anything out. We're gonna go get it. I'm just super pumped right now, like super pumped. I did terrible for finding elk sheds last year, and so far this year's been really rough. And then I seen them boot tracks up there, and that got me slightly discouraged. Seeing those two bulls without their antlers, that kind of got me excited again. But then this was just like perfect timing. Hopefully we can find a few more after this, but I am so excited to just have one. Like, it's not even funny, and it's an old one at that. Man, it looks like it was a huge freaking bull, though. Yep. With the rock slide we're on. Look at that thing. That there. Just a beast at one point in time. Absolute beast. Not to slip and fall. Right at the bottom of this rock slide. Look at that button. Look at those eye guards. That was a hefty old bull at some point in time. Big old eye guards on him. It's too bad it's not fresh. Still, that's a good button. Just down here in all this nastiness. That's awesome. Well, I will poke around a little bit and see if I can turn up another one. Get back to hiking out. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, well, I've hiked up only a little ways from where I picked up that elk shed, but it's just steep as all get out in here. I looked over and I'm like, that kind of looks like a skull. Well, got to looking harder, I'm like, yeah, that's a skull, and it's got antlers. It's a big old deadhead over here, only I'd say it's heavy. heavy on the old side of things. Like, I'm not packing this skull out. I'm gonna bust these antlers off, I think. Just pack them, but it looks like it was probably a decent bull once. And it's just right here. Maybe not as big as I first thought he was. Man, squirrels down in here are like piranhas. Yeah, not as big as I first thought. But I mean, he's actually got some brown on his antlers. That seems kind of crazy. Well, throw it on the pack and keep looking. I might bust those antlers off first, though. I don't know, we'll see. We'll definitely bust the skull off for full pack out. But yeah, finding stuff. Might be old, but I'm finding stuff. I'm actually slowly working my way out. Try to get back to camp at a decent time because I'm a long ways from there. But yeah, this was an old bull too, I think, or he had weird genetics. Cause I mean, you see those eye guards, how small they are? He's cut on both sides, but then he's like fairly heavy. I don't know, he's doing something weird. All right, go throw it on the pack and keep on moving. So I've been climbing a really nasty face, trying to get back up to camp, and I'm checking a bunch of stuff on my way up. There's this pile of bones back behind me I spotted when I was looking for a spot to set up camp, and I'm gonna check that out. But anyway, I just grabbed my binoculars and nonchalantly glassed the hill across from me. There was a little brushy opening. I spotted a shed. It is, boy, I don't know how well I can see it. Well, this isn't seeing it very well, but anyway, on the phone you can see a really nice shed. It's awesome. I'm gonna go over there first thing tomorrow morning. We're hiking in there for that shed. We're gonna stack that one on and check all that. It looks like it could be my best elk shed ever. I don't know if it's like last year's shed or if it's this year's shed. I can't, the sun's just directly on it. Like one minute I think it looks brown, the next minute I think it's a hard white. I don't know. I guess we get to find out tomorrow. That'll give me something to dream about. Anyway, I'm gonna look at it a little bit more and then we'll head back to camp. That could easily be my best shed ever. I am super worn out from hiking all day. My camp is, I don't know, 300 yards behind me. So I'm gonna get that first thing in the morning. That's still just so awesome. Oh, I was really hoping this trip would be worth it. I mean, I hiked straight uphill for 3 hours this morning just to get here. Not to mention I got up stupid early. But yeah, that's awesome. Can't wait to get my hands on that thing tomorrow. Alright, well I'm back at camp and I'm rounding up stuff for a fire. I'm about to light it. But anyway, when I got my camera out, oh my gosh, I about had a heart attack. I dropped it, and this hill I'm on is no joke. I'm like on the one flat spot here. And it took off rolling, and I'm like, oh great. All I could think of was that thing breaking down there on the bluffs below me. And instead, luckily, I have a log I brought down for the fire. Rolled right into that, and I was like, oh, thank God. Because it might not look like it for video quality, but I paid a decent amount for this camera. But yeah, we're gonna get the fire going, and we're gonna get some food going. We're just gonna chill here and watch the sunset and rest my feet. Should be nice. Well, there we go. We got a fire going. Things all set up. We got some extra wood here. But honestly, a lot of that's fairly wet on top, so I think it'll take it a while. Well, we're in the tent now. I found tick 11 while I was taking my gaiters off, so that was kind of cool. Not really. But he was just crawling up my pants, so Rather that than actually be running around on me. Anyway, I'm going to get the sleeping bag set up and I'm going to go to bed. Got a big day tomorrow. Well, good morning, everybody. So I did not get much sleep last night, but I think I'm just so excited just because of where I'm at and knowing I have an antler I'm going to go pick up first thing this morning. I feel pretty good. My sleeping bag was warm enough. It was actually the ground. The ground's just so cold here. So it was seeping up through the tent floor and then through the sleeping bag and then into me. So I had a really hard time getting warm. I never was very warm last night. But whatever. And then the wind started kicking up. So, I mean, it is what it is. And then that stupid rat thingy. So it actually ate my holster. Can't really see it very good. I'll have to show you later. But the holster for my 45. He ate, I don't know, about an inch down on the one side. Which really isn't cool. But it'll still work and everything. Just makes me kind of mad. Could not figure out what it was that he was chewing on there at first. But anyway, I'm probably gonna put my other coat on. I've got one on already. Put another one on, throw my boots on, and head outside and get some breakfast going. Ooh, man, it's cold. Anyway, let's get that going. Alright, well, I'm waiting on breakfast to be done, and then I started my breakfast, and then I looked down to these cliffs down below across the river, and I'm like, huh, there's some white dots there. And then one of them moved, and so I grabbed my spotter and threw it on them, and sure enough there was some goats down there, which was really cool. Well, I was really hoping I was going to spot some goats while I was out here. Wouldn't you know it? I think there's 3 of them across the canyon from me here. They all keep going behind them trees. It's just rugged, nasty steep where that thing's at right now. Well, we're up above where I spotted that shed last night. And I just kind of set up here with the spotter. I was using the sunlight on tops of the ridges to see if I could pick up the shine of any browns or anything, but nothing so far, so I'm going to have to go down around this rocky outcropping, and I have a big old rock slide underneath me I got to walk across, and then I can drop down and there's another rock slide, and I cross that one, then I drop down into the bottom of the creek, then I can climb up into that brushy hillside and get that shed. Oh man, it's a beautiful day. It'd be a lot more pretty if there wasn't as much brush I have to go through, but at least there's no leaves on it, because they suck when they have leaves. Alright, let's go get it. Well, as I'm heading over to get that other shed, hit all these good trails, picked up another old one. It's a decent bull. Finding old ones is usually a pretty good sign, meaning nobody else has been in there and checked it. I just got to find where the ones from this year have dropped, and last year. I think the one on the other side is one of last year's sheds. But I'll pack this out. The guy I sell them to, he'll buy anything. See, I'll pack it out. It's not bad. Okay, so I just picked up that little shed. Oh wow, look at this. Here's another one. I think this is actually the other side of that bull I just picked up. That's crazy. But we've got a brown up here. I'm gonna throw this down the hill towards the pack, and we've got a brown. I didn't actually see that other piece. Holy shoot! It might be a hard white, but it's huge. It is huge. Super heavy. Look at that. That is weird. Both of his eye guards. And one, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my first 6-point shed ever. Woo! Thank you, Lord. Last year's, but it still managed to be brown. Heck yeah, we're packing that out. Alright, find a spot to set up the camera and I'll get a pickup video for you. So unfortunately, I did not check the camera when I finally got it set up. It was a very difficult place to set it up. It took me a few tries, and when I finally set it up, I did not push the button correctly. So sadly, there's no pickup video of this shed, but I have some really good pictures of it. Some time looking for the other side. Didn't find it. So we're gonna cut across to that other side, because there's actually a chance that could be this bowl. I mean, the antlers are about the same size, although that one has, I don't know, it could be, because that one over there's a left, and this one here's a right. I mean, this here, that's the first, like, fairly close to each other set I've ever found. It's just too bad they're all chewed to pieces. But I found this, so I'm okay. So I think I'll pack those, but if I end up finding, after I go pick up that other shed, if I pick up another one like this, I'm probably gonna dump those. But nothing's guaranteed, and I'm just doing it because I love it and because I want to make some money with it. So I mean, those are worth maybe a couple bucks. Yeah. Man, just look at the width. All right, and the sun is super bright, in case you can't tell. We're gonna get over there now. Well, we finally got over here to the shed, and it looks like it's probably last year's. Yeah, definitely last year's. But remember how last night I was saying couldn't tell if it had a third? Well, it don't got a third. It's really, really weird. It's really cool the way it curves right in there. Whew. That was quite the hike, because I had to go through all this nasty stuff. I mean, remember, I spotted him way up on that ridge, so I had to come clear down through here to get to it. Set up the camera and get the pickup video for you. All right. Well, look at that. Look at that split on it. Check out that eye guard right there. Heck yeah, look at that. From my elbow to the palm of my hand, easy. That's what happened to his third. Put all the energy forward into that. Mass. Nice and dark on that bottom side. Not a huge button on him, actually. Here's the button. Yeah, I mean, just look at the mass of that guy. That there. Yeah, that's a good shed. We're gonna take a breather, get rid of a layer, then get to making my loop out through here. I might look around a little bit for this guy's other side first, though. He's a cool bull for sure. In pretty decent condition too. Well, it's one heck of a good day. Mountain goats first thing this morning. Antlers shaping up real nice. We're gonna have one heck of a pack out. That's all I can say. Well, I never matched up that other shed, so I started moving down the hill. I came through a bull bed, like fresh bull bed, big old track in it. Came walking down the hill, and I got a brown now. Another 6-point. Not a bad bull at all. It's got that nice white button to him. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'll get the pickup video of this, and then we're gonna look around and see if we can match this bull up. Alrighty, here we go. First brown of this year. Man, that feels good. It's a much lighter in weight antler than those other two I'm packing. It's not as big a bull as those other two. That's still like a really nice bull. This might actually be off one of the bulls I seen yesterday. One of them without the sheds. Check out that button. And then again, that's the longest eye guard yet. Elbow to my middle knuckle. Best eye guard so far. I mean, nice wheel. This bull's got good genetics. Glad to see he lived. Yeah, that's awesome. We're gonna see if we can match him up. Well, camp's on the other side of the stream, up over the ridge. So I came down to here. We're gonna have to hike right up that hill, which is really gonna suck. Anyway, I was gonna grab some water and we're gonna keep on going. My pack weighs easily 50 pounds right now, so I'm calling it for shed hunting. Like, if I find an antler on my way out, awesome, but I'm not looking no more. Like, I know there's more sheds to be found. I absolutely know it. I know there's lots more with how I was picking them up. There's like a zone up above me. They're all stacked up in there, and we're kind of dropped down out of it. But it sucks that I know I'm leaving them, but I just can't pack them and pack all my camping gear. So it is what it is. Maybe I'll be back next weekend, but I'll definitely be back next year. I'm gonna get some water and we'll keep on getting out of here. So it's like noon. It took me like an hour and 20 minutes from that creek to here. So we're gonna have some lunch. We're gonna take a break off of our feet for a while, and then I'm gonna tear down camp and hike out. Well, we've got camp all taken down. This right here, of course, is where the tent was sitting. And that's the unlucky antler that's being left behind. It's heavy, it's chalked. Like, it might be worth $2. I'm not packing it out for that. I did keep the deadhead antlers though, because they're heavier than that one together. And yeah, it's gonna be one heck of a heavy pack. But hey. And then this, like, I hope the elk or the mountain goats or whatever, like, bed here and just use it. I'm sure they will. If nothing else, nature will just take it back over. I really didn't do much because there was already a big flat. I just added like a foot. I mean, that moss is all still alive. It'll start growing pretty soon. Yeah, it's really cool. Whew. I'm not looking forward to my hike out of here, but we're gonna do it. We have plenty of time to do it. This is one heavy pack. I still really wish I could keep on shed hunting, even though I know I can't pack any more than what I got. But I wish I could. Alright. Well, check out what I found. We got ourselves another one. Oh, I was practically on top of it before I spotted it. So I'm thinking the deadhead antlers, I'm going to leave them behind and take that in their place, because that's worth more money. I'll set this camera up and get the pickup video for you. All right, that there's the best I can do. Pick it up. Definitely been there for a couple years. Nice heavy bull though. There's a spider. It's not incredibly heavy. Yeah, I'll pack it out. Look at the base on that. Big old button. Another big old mountain bull. If I see his other side, I'm packing it out, but I'm not exactly looking for his other side. That's pretty cool. I'm still happy. Well, my pack might be heavy as heck, but it's a good heavy. And look at this beautiful trail I've got to walk. I mean, the timber's just beautiful. I would love to find another shed, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I really hope I don't find another shed. Because if I do and it's nice, I am definitely gonna have to part with something. Well, the truck's just a little ways down below us. Whoop. But it looks like I just got me a little tiny whitetail shed. I'm about to step on it before I've seen it. That's cool. I wasn't expecting that. That puts me up to 10 antlers in this trip. I have never, ever picked up 10 antlers in a weekend before. I think my record was last weekend. I went out looking and I wound up with 6 antlers. That was the best I'd ever done. Most of those were deer. Well, that does it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this. I did come back the next weekend and went looking again and found a lot more. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and catch me on the next one. Thank you for watching.